Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Capricorn for the month of December. It is a general reading, and so it will not resonate with each and every one of you who are watching. If this does not sound like your story, check your moon sign or your rising sign. Your messages could be there, and if not, simply check back in the following week when I put out a new message for your sign. Now, before I begin this reading, I just want to say that someone out there is posting my videos as their own. That's why I've brought the sign back. If you're watching this video and the channel does not say Enchanted Tarot, then this video should not be on that channel. If you come across an illegal posting of my video, I would be truly grateful if you would report that channel to YouTube. So, that being said, I thank you. And let's begin this. What these are. Now, often my clients will ask me, why did this happen? What was I supposed to learn? What was my lesson in all of this? So I decided to bring those lessons into the reading. And not only am I going to tell you what you were supposed to learn, I'm going to tell you what you are currently supposed to learn and a future lesson. So I hope you will stick around to hear those, because if this resonates with you, you need to be aware of these. They will help you to evolve or grow beyond this, to help you solve this. They offer you growth. They offer you guidance and show you a way. So let us begin. What I see here, I feel like this was, with this person, it was love at first sight, head over heels. They come in as the Knight of Shields, knowing just what to say. I feel like because of that instant attraction, it's like the blinders might have been on, but in the moment, But you did learn something that upset you. Possibly this person, you could have found out, was married, or if that wasn't the case, they were deceptive in some way, because the devil is here and it is in the reverse. So you released the person because of the Three of Swords, heartbreak that they brought to you. Or possibly, like I said, third parties, right? And you may have taken a stand with this person. We have the Five of Swords here. We have here the Eight of Wisdom, see? You learned something. Something was brought to your attention that made you upset, and it's like, out of here. Out. We're done. And it puts you in the Four of Swords energy. So here we have this taking that stand. Somebody broke your heart. The Three of Spades is back here. Six of Spades. Somebody moved away from a very challenging situation. They took a stand. You see the swords crossing here. They had information clearly that they were holding to them, that they were very upset about. So they took a stand, and maybe you see here you got you're in this time apart. You got fears that creep out from under the bed. Maybe now you're thinking maybe you you kind of bit off more than you could chew, lost more than you bargained for. It's like you took a stand, you brought something out into the open that information that you had, but there was a cost for it. And that cost was a separation, a parting of the ways. There could have been competition easily because of this Five of Shields here. This is a card of competition. It is a card of jealousy and envy and struggle. It could be with the Nine of Wisdom on top of that. You're looking for a solution to be able to either move away from this or to move forward. Yeah, because you see, somebody may reach out to you again, or a mutual person you would know might pass you information that might bring a spark of hope. There's some spark of hope that comes to this situation, but clearly there are, there's communication. Ace of Swords. But you may not be exactly trusting in it. There looks like there's some doubts, uncertainties about this hopeful news, I would call it. And you see, we have the Fool here. So this is a new beginning, taking a risk, closing off this cycle that you've been through with the world. But it's something that is in thought because the Hanged Man is here. And he is this king here up on the wall. He's got his information and he just wants the truth, or is seeking truth, or seeking to understand the news he's received, possibly. And because he doesn't want to take a fall. He's been there and it didn't feel so good. So he does not want to take another fall here. So we have our Hanged Man there, seeking enlightenment. It's like it could be for him some type of crisis that's going on within him. And so he's placed himself there. He may have to give something, give up something in order to get his desire. This can be time, status, it could be old values, it could be a belief system. And he may be trying to decide if the desired result is worth the sacrifice. Something this in the past upset you, and it haunts you. That could be very much on his mind. Yeah, because you see here with the Hermit, he's going within, trying to find his answers. He's seeking enlightenment on what happened, what they learned. Should I go back with the Five of Love reversed? Am I ready to sacrifice my values? Is it worth the cost? Is it worth the sacrifice? Am I ready to change something that I believed in for to have this, or change a way of believing or a belief in order to have this, that which I desire? Ace, just let me see here. Yeah, okay, so new opportunity. Ace of Shields, it is what the Hangman is looking at. But also at the Eight of Swords and the Four of Cups. So the Eight of Swords, the person here is bound, blindfolded, but it begs the question, is it by force or by choice? Trapped, anxiety, fear, bondage. Has someone been keeping you blind, hiding things, being deceptive? Or have you been turning a blind eye to someone's behavior, ignoring red flags? Or are you thinking of letting something slide? Are you thinking of turning a blind eye to something? Four of Cups. You're unhappy with your current options. You're disappointed. You're carrying heartbreak, dwelling on the past, and yet it's like you're unhappy with what you have. Because you want this opportunity. And maybe you're unhappy about having to sacrifice something in order to get it. Because you see, what this person's, or what they're looking at, is the connection. So they're feeling the connection, but they're not just feeling the connection. My goodness, there's a really, really strong passion here, and you can see it here on this card. This is someone coming in to rescue another. Intense passion is what you share with this person, because I have the Knight of the same suit here. They could come back easily, and you would be feeling very restless with regards to this decision that needs to be taken, or that they're asking you to take. You know, you really desire this person, but is the sacrifice going to be worth it? Here they come, and they may have come after some time, possibly. They would have a plan in mind, for sure. There is a reunion and a new offer. It is right here, and it is something that will initially make you very happy. Okay? So, but you must decide, because it appears as though a sacrifice is involved in this. Now, let us go look at this lesson. This lesson sits in the past here. So, that means that it's been made evident, but may not have been embraced or learned. Understand that progress cannot be made until this lesson has been addressed and dealt with. So let us see what it is. Guilt. And what does it say? I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. The energy of fear has many guises to complicate your path to loving yourself. Guilt is the most devious because it is a wolf in sheep's clothing. It is a self-imposed emotion that pretends to be instructive and enlightening. Guilt can help us grow when we realize that our actions have been hurtful to others, and that we need to make amends. But after we do so, though, it's time to learn from the behavior and move on. The problem arises when we hold on to a guilty feeling that serves no purpose other than promoting self-destructiveness and low self-esteem. No one is perfect. Everyone makes mistakes. Guilt is not always rational, but if you examine it subjectively, act on it, and release it, it becomes a temporary emotion. Long-held guilty feelings are never good and will create a roadblock to self-love and happiness. You must continually scan your current emotions for any guilty feelings and bring them to the surface for analysis. Healthy guilt is a warning that action should be taken. But irrational guilt needs to be released. So now this is a lesson that you should be already aware of. Okay? Okay, so this next lesson here is a lesson that represents the energy you're currently in, whether you're aware of it or not. It is very significant because if you're not prepared for this lesson here that I'm about to show you, it could prove to be a stumbling block and impede your progress. It is death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Death is an illusion. It's a fact of life that the human body we use to travel the earth must eventually stop working. It's not meant to exist forever. The energy and consciousness that inhabited the body is free and returns to its natural home, but it never abandons us. Learn to view death as merely a change, and everything must change because stagnancy extinguishes progress. The same is true for a relationship or a career. A soul lesson may be completed, and it is time to move beyond this point of familiarity and expand into new horizons of learning and development. This is a wonderful opportunity to thank those other souls in your life who have shared part of your path and who have taught you so much. Our final lesson sits in the future. It suggests what long-range lessons, our long-range lesson is to be learned. It can relate to the current situation, or it can be an ultimate life lesson of which the situation is just a piece of the puzzle. Let us see. It is patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Earth has become a place of instant gratification. You must focus on the maxim. It's not about the destination. It's about the journey. This card has come to you because you need to learn the joy of anticipation. The process of doing is so rich in lessons, but when you concentrate only on the goal, those experiences are disregarded. Life is an unfolding, and the more patience you practice, the more you will let the universal energy celebrate itself through you and bring the experiences and situations your soul requires. You need to learn that there is a rhythm to everything in the universe. And the more you are living with patience, the more aware you are of the lessons your soul is studying. You are on a path. There are signposts. If you're speeding down the path, you will miss the little miracles and treasures that have been placed there for you. Yeah. So that is what I have for you, and I do hope that these being aware of these lessons, because this card shows somebody very impatient, being aware of these lessons may help you navigate this much more easier, to find a solution, to bring you growth, to show you the way. I thank you for watching, for liking and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has donated to the channel. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings.